Hey folks, this is Matt once again, and I don't know my voice cracked like that. I never drink or take meds, in case people wonder. Very short DVD Blu-ray update, just a short little video. And then in the next day or two, you'll be seeing reviews of The Battery from 2012, Freezer from this year, some of the films that my friend, good guy Dustin, I would like to say my friend, he feels the same way. He's just a nice guy, Dustin Keckler. Very, very nice guy. He sent me Searching Tree Man 1 and 2 and Dawn of the Mummy. And here's the thing, no one ever has to send me anything. You never have to send me anything if you don't want to. No one ever has to do that. It's just, but if you offer it, it's a good inclination. I'll take it because I'm greedy. But it's just really humbling. So thank you for that. I know I mentioned it before, but it's always humbling for that. But those reviews will be coming up, so if Dustin's watching. Also, a lot. I have a lot. I know there's a lot of requests, but I just have tons, dozens and dozens of movies to get to. Like my friend Mike OCP sent me, and so there'll be a lot of stuff coming up. So be seeing a lot of videos. And the two things I got, because I was doing these terror trailers with my friend Mike on my other channel, and there's a lot of movies that I watch, when watching the trailers, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm interested in this movie. I want to give this another shot. Now, some of these films, unfortunately, are out of print overseas, so I need to save up some money to get them in the UK, because again, they're pretty much out of print here. Films like, I know I want to get Jack's Back with James Spader. That's a very underrated film if you've never seen Jack's Back. James Spader, it's a modern day sort of take on Jack the Ripper, and James Spader plays like two twin brothers. One gets murdered, the other is investigating his death. And that's the film I really want to watch again, because I only have it on a crappy DVD-R. It's on DVD overseas, it has a shitty cover, but I want to get it because I have a region-free DVD player, and I want an actual DVD. So I want to get that sometime. That's only, again, it was never released in the US, so it's only overseas in the UK. Also, Monkey Shines, which I think is a very underrated George Romero film. Unfortunately, that's out of print here. Pretty much out of print here. You can, maybe if you're lucky, you find it $20, but overseas you could probably get it for $10. So I want to save up and get that sometime. And it's the same cover, so might as well. Link with Elizabeth Shue and Terrence Stamp. I want to get that sometime. As well as a few others like King Solomon's Mines and Alan Corman, The Lost City of Gold with Richard Chamberlain and Sharon Stone from the 80s. So there's a couple movies I want to get overseas, and then there's a couple here that I want to get sometime, like Senjanor. I think it was like, there's a first one called Steered to Death, or something like that, which Steered Stiff or Steered to Death or something that wasn't released in the, I'm not sure if that was even on DVD. Senjanor. The reason I'm bringing all this up is so that I don't forget, so that I'll write them down and then I'll look, from time to time, see, because I'm a cheapskate, so I always keep watch on that on eBay. But anyway, see, it's 3 minutes and I haven't even talked about it. But I brought up Terror Trails because this was one of those, and I got this for about $4 or so, $5. The car. This is one that was on there that I wanted to give another look to. Wanted to give another look because I haven't seen this in a long, long time. And this is about a killer car with James Brolin. It also has Rodney Cox. And again, I wanted to give this another look. No, there's no features on it. Yes, I think there's a Arrow video or something overseas that has features, but that's fine. I don't need features on the car. I just got it so I can watch it again. Because I don't mind killer car movies, as weird as that sounds. I love Maximum Overdrive, love that film to death. I have the DVD with the grill, the guy who's inside the grill, the cover that they said was too much, so it's out of print. I have the Christine is a classic. This film I don't mind, called Super Hybrid. It has its problems, but I don't mind it. Um, of course, there's that segment in Nightmares with Lance Henriksen. And then ones that are cheating because it's a guy driving, like Joyride and Duel, among others, and Black Cadillac. And like all those films I mentioned, I don't mind any of them. Christine, and my favorite is Maximum Overdrive. But I wanted to give this another look because I don't remember too much about it, to be honest. I know it's some evil. I know at the end the crash is some evil escapes into the sky, like the death of it, and I want to give this another look. The car. So, and then my friend Effrey had pre-ordered this for me when my birthday came out. It just came out recently from Scream Factory, and that is Lake Placid, which I will. Yeah, the covers. It's weird. I know like CamelFan22 mentioned that they stopped doing slipcovers. So I guess they only do it for collector's editions now, because as you can see, this is a slipcover. I know it's not that big of a deal, but I just find it weird now. They only do slipcovers for collector's editions. I'm guessing that's the case. But I guess this is the original theatrical poster, which isn't much. You'll never know what bit you. And then I guess this is a little bit better. I always remember, yeah, I always remember this one. Thought that was sort of the coolest one. But I don't mind Lake Placid, and I'm glad I have this because I enjoy the film. Now, granted, there's a couple bits of dialogue that I'm unsure of because David E. Kelly wrote Alan McBeal, Boston Legal, like when they have the sheriff Brendan Gleeson talk about, oh, you're rude sarcastic, and you're one word sarcastic. I mean, who the hell talks like that? Pretty low body count, about 2 people get killed. Betty White, I don't know, I'm an old woman, so I curse. I never found that really that funny. Never really did. It's like, oh, here's an old grandma and she raps or something. I just never found that funny. But I like this film. I like it because it's a short film. It's 82 minutes long. Without the end credits, about an hour and 18 minutes, so it goes by very quickly. I enjoy the cast. I like Bill Pullman. I thought Bridget Fonda did fine. I like Oliver Platt. I know my friend Effrey hates his guts, but I like Oliver Platt. I really like Brendan Gleeson as the sheriff. I like Brendan Gleeson and Oliver Platt. They're back and forth. You chew the bark off my big fat log. I thought the special effects that Stan Winston's group made, I thought it was a really good looking crocodile, so one of the best looking crocodiles out there. The CGI I could deal with because this was 1999, so I could deal with the CGI, and it's not too much CGI, and some of that is okay. And it is rated R, so like the 2 deaths, one gets bit in half and the other gets his head bitten off. Yes, some decent gory bits. And some decent direction by Steve Miner. So it gave me a couple chuckles, couple laughs. So yeah, there are bits of it that I found pretty, not laugh out loud funny, but I thought it was pretty decently funny. And overall entertaining. Like, I like Lake Placid. But at the same time, if you're wondering, there's about 30-minute making of, which has Bill Pullman, Steve Miner, the DP, Darren Okada, and then some people from the effects team. You have a feature from back in the day, which is about 5 minutes. TV spots and a trailer. A little bit of other stuff. So it's not tremendously pat, but it's more than I thought this movie would get. But here's the thing, though. I like Lake Placid. Like, I do like the film. But I just think of all the other creature features that... Like, I like Lake Placid. But why not Anaconda? Well, I know why. Because there's other films that you think of, like Anaconda, which I think without Anaconda being a hit, you would not have gotten Lake Placid made. I mean, I think there was even a review that said, this year's Anaconda, which I know that gets a lower IMDb rating than this film. But I'll admit, I probably like Anaconda more than this. I like Lake Placid, but I like Anaconda more. But I know why. It's because this film was never released on Blu-ray. That's why. Anaconda's been released on Blu-ray. I think Deep Rising has been released on Blu-ray. Arachnophobia has been released on Blu-ray. And that one finally put the spider back on the cover. But this was never released on Blu-ray before until now, so that's why. Scream Factory could get the rights to it. It's like we could get the Blu-ray rights, and that's why we could release this on Blu-ray. That's why it's not a DVD Blu-ray combo pack. So I understand that's why, because again, someone else already has the Blu-ray out, so they can't make another Blu-ray when Blu-ray's already out. It's just there's other movies I think that deserve more. Deep Rising with Treat Williams, that I love more than I like Lake Placid, but I love Deep Rising more with Treat Williams. That should get it more. Arachnophobia with Jeff Daniels, Anaconda. I mean, I'm sure there's other creature features you'd think of. Even well, Alligator. I have the DVD. It has some good features, but I like Alligator more than Lake Placid. I just there's a lot of creature features that like the ones I mentioned. Like, why aren't them? Why not Of Unknown Origin with Peter Weller instead of Deadly Eyes? Oh, we did some fucking dogs and dress them up. I mean, Of Unknown Origin is better. Shakma, Monty Shines with George Romero, so don't have to try to get it from overseas. Jack's Back with James Spader, so I don't have to try to get it from overseas. But I want to save up money for that to get that someday. But anyway, I'm still glad I have this because this was on my wish list, my Amazon wish list, and my friend Effrey got this for me, as well as Leviathan, which will be coming in August. If he's watching, thank you for doing that. You didn't have to do that. No one ever has to do that. No one ever has to. But thank you so much. And again, I like the film. I'm entertained by the film. I do think it's one of the best crocodile movies out there. I think Alligator would be number one. I mean Alligator, Crocodile type either one movies. I think Alligator is definitely number one, and this is probably number two. This is probably number two on there because I do find it an entertaining movie, and it's a short film, so it goes by at a quick pace for me. But I think it has a good sense of humor to it as well. Not all the lines work, but it's a pretty decent sense of humor. But again, it's just I when I heard I'm like Lake Placid, like no one ever who talks about Lake Placid seriously. I know more people who talk about Anaconda more than Lake Placid, or Deep Rising more than Lake Placid. Who talks about Lake Placid? No one does. So it was really weird, but okay. And I enjoy the film. I'm glad I have it. And then the card. I know I talk about two things in the story. It's 12 minutes long, but that's how I do it. But yeah, a lot of things are going to be coming. I know a lot of people have requests. A lot of people, in case people ask, I don't care for the new Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. You know, I don't want to watch it because I didn't like the previous one. If I didn't like Rise of the Planet of the Apes, I don't want to watch Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I don't want to see Transformers 4 in case people asked. And of course, you already know my thoughts on the new Turtles film. But anyway, other than that, thanks for watching. Take care. And next up in a day or two or so will be The Battery and Freezer. And then there'll be some films that my friend Dustin sent me. And then we'll move on from there. I still have dozens and dozens of stuff to get to. But either way, thanks for watching. Take care. And we will see you later. Bye-bye.